You're highly welcome, my dear brothers and sisters out there. I'm glad that you just clicked, to watch this message today. In this message today, I want us to talk about the process of elimination, the earth's process of what? Of elimination. Because you need to really understand what is really going on. Because a lot of things which you have been told or been taught in all these your churches and them schools, different seminary schools and every other places, is nothing but what? But a bunch of lies about the earth or about the whole thing, the concept of what is really going on. Because what you need to understand is they are not interested in what you in the truth, getting to give you the truth. What they are interested on is to keep the people down so that they can be able to continue perpetuating their evil. So now I want you to be able to pay this, pay attention so that you can be able to see actually what is really going on. Why? Because when it comes to what? The earth's process of what? Of elimination. Because you need to understand that the earth itself is going on what? On a different dimension. That is to say, is going on a higher vibration. And now, since the earth is going on a higher vibration, then that means there has to be a process of what? Of elimination. You get it? So that is why when you go to the scripture now, you hear about when Yahushua said something, a parable which he told which he taught. He said that what? He said that that is to say, separating the chaff from what? From the wheat. So this is another way I want you to understand. And then you remember what he said. He said that they gather the wheat to his barn. That is what I call the earth's process of what? Of elimination. Because the earth is about to do what? To eliminate. Is about to do what? To bring out the chaff. You get it? So now, and this process of elimination, what you need to understand is this earth is what? At this time now, is on a third dimension, but trying to do what is about to go on a different dimension. And in order to do this, there is, in this third dimension, which is the beast dimension now, because this is why you see that what? That their heart is so wicked. This is why the Bible said that what? As it was during the days of Noah. And during the days of Noah, how was it? They were all wicked. Their mindset, the man is what is inherently evil. You get it? So that is man. That is the beast. The man, the flesh is the beast. Your flesh is the beast. You get it? So now what you need to understand, that flesh that you're seeing that does not, that are doing things that pleases the flesh, that is the beast. And this flesh is what has something. There is something that is what? That is controlling this flesh in this third dimension. Now this entity that is controlling this flesh in this third dimension is called what? It has his own mark. Now, if you are one of those people that are following your carnally motivated self, your flesh, you want to do things on your own, you just want yourself, your things, that is to say, you don't feel about people. It's life. What you're all concerned about is what you get, what this your carnally motivated wicked flesh wants. So now what you need to understand is in this third dimension now, the earth is about to purge. It's about to purge those kind of entities. Why? Because those things are going to do what need to be eliminated from this third dimension. So now third dimension, because the earth is going on the fourth dimension. So but the king or the leader of this third dimension need to do what? Need to first of all identify all the people, that is to say, all the entities, all the souls, all the flesh, all the flesh that he has done what? Gathered, that he has trapped on this third dimension. You need to understand what is really going on. And now, this beast, which is what? Which is like the king that is ruling man, the king that is ruling flesh. This beast is identifying, that is marking the whole people that are what? That are his property with what? With his own number. So, and as the earth is going on a different dimension, what happened is those entities which have the mark of the beast, that is to say, which are being led by themselves, they are full of carnality, they are full of self. They don't think about, all what they think about is just them and everything. They are inherently wicked, just as the Bible says, as it was during the day of Noah. How was it during the day of Noah? Let me show you how it was during the day of Noah in the book of Genesis. I want to show you briefly, right, from the scripture, to show you how it was during the day of Noah, because you need to understand what the Bible said. That is in the book of Genesis chapter number 6. Book of Genesis, chapter number 6, from verse number 5. He said, and Elohim saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thought of his heart was only evil continually. Talking about your fleshy carnally self, that your flesh is inherently what wicked. The moment there is no the spirit of Yahuwah is being taken out from that your flesh, that flesh is inherently wicked. So what happened is, this beast now is matching the flesh, those flesh that is his. In another word, is now identifying his property with what? With his own number. Because the king of this earth is what? Is man. The God of this earth is what? Is flesh, is man. So now this God of this flesh, which is man, is now having a number, and his number is what? 666. So this man, which has his number, is now identifying his properties with what? With his number. So if you have the number of what? Of that man, which is what? Which is inherently wicked, what happened is, you are a property to what? To that beast. You are a property to that man. Because the Bible makes us to understand, and let him that has wisdom. Let's go to the book of Revelation so that you can be able to see what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, my dear listener out there. The book of Revelation, chapter number 13, from verse number 18, it says, here is the wisdom. Let him that hath understanding, because you need to apply wisdom in this. Wisdom has to be given to you in order to do what? To discern about this particular passage. He said, here is wisdom. You need application of wisdom in order to encode this. He said, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. The beast. Your carnally motivated self that is always wanting to do his own thing. His own thing. Listen, he said, for it is the number of a man. It is a number of what? A man. And we already see in the book of Genesis, chapter number 6, from verse number 5, that what? That man is what? Is inherently what? Wicked. For it is a number of a man. And the Bible told us in the book of Genesis, chapter number 6, from verse number 5, he said, and Elohim saw that the wickedness of man was what? Was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thought of his heart was only evil continually. So, and the Bible is making us to understand in the book of Revelation that what? That it is a number of what? Of that man that is what? Inherently wicked. So now this man who has his number, who is inherently wicked, their leader here, who is leading those men, their king here on earth, on the third dimension, is now identifying his own souls that are what? The souls that are what? Also wicked like him. I mean, those souls which he is going to do what? Be controlling, because he is the God of what? Of this world. And he is inherently what? Wicked. So now he is identifying. Now listen what the Bible says in that book of Revelation from verse number 18b. 13:18b. It said, and his number is 666. Talking about the number of that man. The number of that man. So now this number, now what happened is, the beast is using it. The leader, the king, let me use the term king of the beast. The king of man, the king of flesh, the king of the wicked man. You get it? What happened is, has his number, and his number is 666. So now with this number now, he is using his number to do what? To identify all his followers. That is to say, when you accept this number, you are literally saying that you are what? A property to what? To this man or to this beast. Because the number of that man, that is to say, you are a man when you do, when you accept that number, because that number is the number of a man. And the leader of those numbers, they identify, they come together, they identify themselves with what? With that number. So now what I want you to understand is, this is the time when the third dimensional entities are being what? Grouped in their own form. That is to say, they've already known. They know this already, that there is no way they can be able to do what? Man cannot be able to go out of what? This third dimension. Now, this beast has already trapped them on the third dimension. So now what happened is, there is a lot of, because what you need to understand is, there's going to be what? Because of that, now there's going to be a destruction that is going to take place. Why? Because man, flesh is inherently wicked. Flesh is what is in. You need to understand where the word is going to. You are here hating somebody because of the color of his skin. You are what? You are under the beast system. You are here hating somebody because that individual knows something more than you do. You are what? You are under the beast system. And you are here hating someone without no reason. You are here whatsoever someone do. You are what? You are under the beast system, because this is the things that the beast wants you to do, what to be doing. So when you are in tune with what the beast have channeled to his people, and when you are accepting those things and you are using it to hate against one another, what happens is, this beast is using you to trap the souls of others equally in this third dimension. Because what you need to understand is, as the word is going on a higher vibration, the people you are hating an individual because of the color of his skin, you are under the beast, because this is what the beast does. This is what the beast does in order to do what? In order to trap and keep his souls here on the third dimension. And as many as are in the third dimension, those people are trapped. They are what? They are under the beast. So the earth is going on the fourth dimension. It's going on a higher vibration. So now those people who were able to make it out of this third dimension now, those people now, they are above the beast. That is to say, they are mighty ones now to compare. If you are to compare them to what? To those ones which are what? On the third dimension. Why now? Because they are on a higher dimension. So now, when you go on higher dimension, those who were able to make it out of the, from the third dimension to the higher dimension, when you go there, that is where the real thing begins. You get it? That is where now you know that those who were able to make it in that different dimension, other than this third dimension where the beast is, that is where the deal is, the real deal is. So when you go in that fourth, or as they say, the fourth dimension, there is what? There is another process of what? Of elimination. Because this earth now, this is just a ground zero. This is just the zero starting point of elimination. Now, when you go into what? In the next dimension, you hear about what the Bible talked about. Pharaoh, the children, the Hebrew people who were in the land of Egypt, and so on. And what happened? As soon as those people who were in the land of Egypt, the king, the Most High, told Pharaoh to do what? To let those people go. These were the people who were on what? On a different dimension other than other than this third dimension. Now these people who were on the different dimension, what happened is, there is another group, there is another level of what? Of elimination that was not pertained. That was not the one that happened in the third dimension. So the one that happened when the children of Israel was coming out of Egypt, that was what? That was also a process of what? Of elimination. You need to understand what is going on, because those people who were able to come into those places, this was what? A different dimension. So now, when they are in that different dimension, what happened is, equally in that different dimension, the earth was still vibrating. So the earth needs to go on a higher dimension. So now they were in third dimension and people were being dropped here. So some made it to the fourth dimension. So now when they get on the fourth dimension now, there is another process of what? Of elimination on this in this fourth dimension. Now that was what happened during the time when Pharaoh chased the children of Israel. You get it? So now when they chased the children of Israel out, Pharaoh and his men took things and they were after them. So what happened? They were chasing them. They crossed the sea, isn't it? So now when they crossed the sea, when the children of Israel crossed the sea, Pharaoh and his men did what? They drowned there. That was what? That was a process of what? Of elimination on what? On a higher dimension that is not in this third dimension, because this third dimension has already been finished. So we are talking about a higher dimension. So the Most High used the children of Israel as what? As something that he uses to do what? To draw those people, them Egyptians who are on a higher dimension other than this third dimension. Now he uses those children of Israel like an enticing food in the hand of what? From among the Egyptians. He uses it, to set a trap for them. So he was using it to draw them. So they were coming. Then what happened? The earth, as the earth was going, the earth now trapped those people. Why? Because those people were what? This is what the earth at that time was going on a higher dimension than what it is at that time. Because just understand what I have been saying. The earth, if the earth was on the fourth dimension, because they've already left the third dimension now, and they were going on the fourth dimension. So now what happened is, when they get on this fourth dimension, they need to go to the fifth dimension, right? So now, when they got on the fourth dimension now, the process of elimination on the fourth dimension took place now when Pharaoh was chasing the children of Israel, which was a trap for the pharaohs actually. The children of Israel was like a trap. Which the Most High used in order to do what? To draw those people and then be able to do what? So that they can be able to be drowned. Talking about what happened on the fourth dimension. So now what happened is, as they were drowned, the children of Israel now were the ones who made it to what? To a fifth different dimension again. So now when the children of Israel now made it to the fifth dimension, what happened is, there is another process of what? Elimination. That was why most of them were what? Were dead in what? In the wilderness. Don't you know what is really going on? This is the reason why most of them died. Because the earth at that time, still, although they were on the fifth dimension, then they needed to do what? The earth was still going what? On a different dimension. You need to understand who we are. I tell you things that is going on. Because the earth has to do what? Need to vibrate. There is a process of elimination that is already, this is the lowest vibration. This is the low dimension that you are here now. There is much dimension still need to go. What I'm telling you is that the children of Israel, now when they get to the fifth dimension, what happened? There was still what? A process of what? Elimination. That was why those people, at a certain age, the people who Moses led out from Egypt, what happened at the time? They were what? It was only the ones that Joshua selected, that was being led by Joshua. They were the only one who made it to the higher dimension, and the other ones were being destroyed just the same way like Pharaoh were destroyed. Why? Because that was still another dimension they were going to. And now what happened is, those ones now who were being led by Joshua, those ones were the ones that were being selected to do what? To complete the circle. Because whenever the earth is going on a circle, what you need to understand is, there are people who have been elected in order to do. Those people are what? Are going. They don't have no restricted dimension. The moment they have gone, they've been here in order to do what? To usher in what? The process of elimination for what? For the earth. Don't you understand the secret of what is happening? You need to open your eye and be able to see things from the Ruach perspective. That the earth, there is no way the earth can be able to do what? To be in. Don't you see what is going on? That the whole world, now people who do not know, they get mad. Why is this thing happening? Why is this thing happening in this form? Why? Because they are not inclined. They forgot that the earth has to go on a different dimension. This is just a starting point. This is just a zero. This is just a zero, ground zero. There is still another process of elimination which is going to come. The people who made it out from this third dimension to the fourth dimension, there is still going to be what? Another process of elimination. And the people who made it to that one, even there is still going to be another process of what? Of elimination, until those people who go and enter into the promised land. Did you get what is happening? This is deep. You need to do what? You need to be able to do what? To understand what is really going on in this earth. The children of Israel, those who made it after Pharaoh were destroyed, they went into what? They went into the wilderness. They were in the wilderness. And what happened? Those people, a lot of them, because of their murmuring and everything, because they've already scaled through from the fourth to the fifth dimension. Just giving you an instance. They've already scaled through. So, but what happened? The moment that dimension, the fifth dimension which they were in, needed to also continue, because the earth does not wait for nobody. So what happened is, when the earth was vibrating again and needed to go in a higher dimension, those people who were not ready at that time, what happened is the earth does what? Drop them down. That was why a lot of them were being destroyed, just the same way like the pharaohs were being destroyed together in the sea. Were being drowned in the sea. That was why they had to do what they were being destroyed in the wilderness. Why? Because the earth need to drop them in order to do what? To continue its movement. Give you things that are in the scripture to be able to elevate you, so that you can be able to come on a different on a place where dimensions are things. Those who are in Yahushua, they are the ones who are coming in order to usher, in order to quicken the earth, so that the earth can be able to do what? To vibrate very faster. Yahushua is what you need to overstand the deep. Don't you see what happened? Who was the one, according to the scripture, that led the children of Israel into the land of Canaan, or into the promised land? What was his name? Joshua, isn't it? Yahushua, isn't it? The same name that I proclaim to you, the same name that my brothers and my sisters are proclaiming to you out there. The same spirit of Ruach, the same being, was the one that led you, that was the one that led the children of Israel, those who were on the, those second group, was the one that led them into the promised land. He was the one that led them into the place where there is no vibration. They are now greater than the vibration itself. So the vibration has no power over these people. Then again, that was when Joshua took over. You need to understand what is going on, my dear brothers and sisters. Because what you need to understand is they have taught you people what you don't. A lot of people do not know nothing about actually what is happening. When you base your understanding from what all these people have taught you in them schools and cemeteries, they are a bunch of crooks. They didn't want you people to know what the truth is. Yahushua said he came to show you the way. To where? To scale through, so that you can be able to navigate yourself out from whatsoever dimension you found yourself. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what dimension. You are going to scale through that dimension. Because he who is leading you knows the way out through that dimension, through whatsoever realm you come into. The beast is very, very busy stampeding, that is to say, marking his beast, those who are going to be trapped in this third dimension. We are taught, you don't know what is going on if you are not in Yahushua. The process of elimination, a lot of them are going to be trapped in the fourth dimension even. Those who are not in Yahushua, there's no way. Where are you going to? Where are you going to? There is a lot of things, my dear brothers and sisters, you need to understand about. I'm just glad that the Most High Yahuwah, in his infinite mercy through Yahushua, have really brought out. There's a lot of people who are calling me, who are now they are coming in oneness, that is in unity, in order to do what? In order so that we can walk through Yahushua. Because you walk as a king, you already know what is going to happen before it happens. Some of you don't know who we are out here. But some of you do. Because I can feel it within me. They are observing. They already know we are out here for real thing. And I pray, may the Most High, whose name is Yahuwah, be the one to be able to do what? To give you an insight, so that you will see the purpose of why you need to be in line with those who have the way, with those who are on the right track. Because there's a lot of distractions here.